G'day everyone, this afternoon I've made my way up to Lake William Hovell for a winter bait fishing session. Now I've just got out of the car. I haven't got anything set up other than my time-lapse camera there, which is just pointing over the lake. I'm not sure where I want to fish. There's a bit of a deep hole in there and a flat over there. I don't know whether to fish here and have one out deep, one in shallow, or to fish here and have both lines out over the flats. I like the idea of fishing over the flats. The lake's been empty. All this area out here has been out of the water for the last few months, and now it's all underwater again, and I can't help but think that the fish might move over this recently flooded ground looking for food. So I wouldn't mind fishing on the shallow flats. I can get in here. I can get in down here a bit further. Anyway, I'll sort it out and I'll bring you back when I'm ready to start fishing. Righto, I found a spot and I've set up right where I started. I went for a walk along the bank and found a few spots, but I think I like this one best out of all of them. I'm going to have two rods, both with Jan-Juck worms, one with a paternoster rig and one with a running sinker rig. I was going to bring some small yabbies and I actually forgot. I've got some at home that I caught back in the autumn and I totally forgot to bring them. So, double worms it is. That'll be in the deepest part. There's a bit of a ledge out there. And that's still sinking. Right, the other one will go out just as far, but it won't be a fraction as deep. Righto, now for the running sinker rig. You can go out that side. That's already hit the bottom. That's in shallow water. So I've got one in deep, one in shallow. I'm going to use my bucket. This is the bucket that I bought. And I bought it mainly for river fishing, but even in a situation like this, I think it's going to be good. Like I can get to the water there, but I've got to get down to ground level, then another 20 centimetres. This brings the water level 20 centimetres or 30 centimetres above the ground level. So when you've got a bad back, it's easier to reach down and do that than it is to get right down there and then squat right down and wet your hands and wash your hands. Now everything's set up. I'm in position. Both my lines are in. Time-lapse camera's set up. It's 2:15. I've got about 3.5 hours just to sit here, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not expecting very much. If I can catch 3 fish today, I'll be happy. 3 fish of any size or kind but I reckon I'm going to struggle to even do that. Just not feeling optimistic. I reckon I've got a nibble on my paternoster rig there. Hopefully my hoodie isn't covering my my camera. There it goes, there it goes, there it goes. There is something pulling on that, look. Definitely had a bite, you beauty. There it goes. I got him. I've caught a fish. I think it's going to be a really small redfin. It's just not even really small as I thought, but it's still small. Oh, no, that's a little redfin for sure. I'm convinced. No, it's a little trout. Oh, I shouldn't have been convinced. Folks, I'm on the board. Only been here about a quarter of an hour. I was going to go down there and wet my hands. I don't need to, do I? I can do it up here. Good. Keep forgetting that. I'm on the board. I only get a quick pick and then I'll put it back. Not a very big fish. Just found another good use for me bucket. I dropped the fish, it fell off the hook, now it's dirty. I can put it in here to wash it without it swimming away. I'm not going for the full underwater release because I don't want to get my head strap wet. See you later, mate. Go on. I'm on the board. Well, that happened much quicker than I thought. I've only been here about 15 minutes. It's good to have one rod in shallow and one in deep. It's like I'm fishing two totally different environments. Well, I've picked one up on the old Lord's Prayer rig, the Paternoster. In case you never saw the video that I made about that, I googled Paternoster one day to see where the name come from, and it's Latin for Lord's Prayer. It might be Latin for Our Father. Either way, in Latin, the Lord's Prayer, we call it the Lord's Prayer, but in Latin they call it the Paternoster. And there was YouTube videos of the Pope singing the Paternoster. The Lord's Prayer rig. Beautiful up here at the moment. That light rain's gotten even lighter. It's eased right off. It's almost stopped. The light's getting better. The rain wasn't too bad. It wasn't worrying me. I can always go and sit in the car. It was my time-lapse camera around there. That DJI Action 2. It's not fully waterproof like the other ones. It's a yellow robin. That's right there. Wow. Just had a bite in the running sinker. There it goes. There's something nibbling at the running sinker. Still nibbling. I can see the line dancing around a bit and got him. Is that another trout? If it's a redfin, it might be a good one. It's got a bit of weight to it. I reckon it might be another trout. It's not fighting like a trout though, but I can see it. It looks similar to the fish I just caught. Similar sized brown, I reckon. Or is it a rainbow? What have we got? It's a lovely little brown trout. Look at those beautiful colours. Oh, look at that. There he goes. I put a bit of slack in the line. I just sat it there. I was going to go and wet my hand here in my bucket. I shouldn't have put slack in the line. The moment I gave it a bit of slack, it got off. Oh well. At least I don't have to get my hands dirty, but I won't get the photo. Been here half an hour and I've hooked two. I'm really happy with that. That's better than I expected. Well, I reckon that trout would have grabbed those worms in about 3 feet of water out there. Well, that's two on the board. Well, one on the board, one almost made it to the board. The rain seems to have cleared, which is good. It's so calm, there's barely a breath of wind, and I like it like that because it allows me to have my rod up on a steeper angle and have more slack in the line. Basically, when I'm doing this sort of fishing, the windier it is, the lower I like to have my rods and the less slack I like to have in the line. Just because the wind blows the loose line around and you can't see whether you're getting any nibbles. When it's calm, it allows me to put my rod up steep, have quite a bow or quite a bit of slack in the line, and it just gives the fish a bit more slack when it goes to grab the bait before it feels the rod tip. It's just gone 4:15. It's been an hour and a half since I lost that brown trout, and I haven't had a nibble since. Absolutely nothing. But it's been dry and very, very calm, but it's just starting to rain lightly. Hopefully that brings the fish on. Getting a bite on the running sinker here. He's got that, I reckon. He's... Come on. First bite that I've had for over an hour and a half. He's still, this line's just moved. There's still something there. No, it just fell really slack. I reckon he's got that. He's got that. Got him. That might be a little bit bigger. Although it's wrapped around something. This one might even be a decent redfin. Oh no, it's just started, I was wrapped around something. It's just started feeling really light. I thought it was swimming towards me. No, it's a nicer fish. Definitely a nicer fish. That's a trout and it's a nice one. I'm going to take this one home. I brought my esky with me. Got a perfectly good landing net just there. Yeah, I think I'll use it. I'm gonna put this one in the esky and take it home for the frying pan. Oh, it's a bloody keeper, all right. You beauty. Well, you might have yourself a keeper.
I have. I've got a bloody keeper, all right.
Ha! Awesome. I might have fresh trout for tea tonight, I reckon. Check this out. It's a nice fish lengthwise. It's probably close to 40 centimetres long, but it's very, very skinny. It's very lean. I'd say this has just swam back into the lake after spawning and now it's feeding up to try and put some condition back on. I'd say it's just finished spawning. I'm just washing my knife and I look up and it's raining here and dull and gloomy and raining and the sun's out on that hill over there. Hopefully it stops raining and the sun comes out. Although all the fish I've caught today have been while it's been really dull and gloomy and raining. Righto, running sinker rig. Back out there. This rain's getting a bit fair income. I might have to make a call on the old time-lapse camera pretty soon if it doesn't stop raining. You see, the memory card slot is down there, and that's not waterproof. But the module, that's a modular camera, so it's got the power module and the camera module. The camera's on that module. I can take that off and use it on its own, but it runs out of battery, so I've got it connected to that module. But that's got no waterproofness, if that's even a word. But it seems to be pretty dry for now, so I think it's going to be alright. I'll leave it on for a while. If the rain gets any heavier, I might have to reassess the situation. This rain's been quite steady for a while now. There's a certain peace to be found fishing in the rain. I actually quite enjoy it, provided I'm not getting too cold and wet. At the moment I'm fine. I'm enjoying the peace. Check this out. I'm going to put a plastic bag over it so I can keep it rolling. Keep the camera rolling. This is the new view from the seat of my car with the window down a little bit. I just had a bite on the running sinker rig. I saw it from the seat of my car. I can't see the line's still moving around. I can only see the rod tip, not the line. The line's still moving around. Something's grabbed that again, I reckon. And yep, fish on. This feels a bit bigger as well. Is this another trout or a redfin? It's another trout. Similar to the first ones. Because of the rain, it's not as big as I thought. It's probably the smallest one today. Because of the rain, I'm not going to worry about a photo because my phone and camera and everything are in the car. Beautiful little brownie. Lip hooked, easy to unhook. Mate, you can keep that worm. It's a souvenir from me. Off you go. See you later, mate. Gone. I saw the bite. I was looking out the window of my car because I'm sitting in the car out of the rain and I saw the tap tap, but I can't watch the line take up the slack and drop the slack. I can only, I've only got the rod to use as a gauge. Anyway, I'll put some fresh worms on and put the line back in. Right, a couple of fresh worms. Do it all again. My guess when I first got here was that I'd catch 3. Now I've caught 3 and almost a 4th one. I'm doing way better than I expected I would. Well, the rain's slowed right down, so I'm going to take the rain cover off, and I think that should still be filming. Yep, still going. Again! I went to grab the rod and missed it. Is it still there? That was a nice bite. Just had a really nice bite. I reached down to grab the rod, and I dropped it as soon as I grabbed it. Well, here comes the rain again. It's starting to get heavy again. I've only been back out here about 5 minutes. The ground staff only just finished taking the covers off the pitch about 5 minutes ago. Just had a bite on the paternoster rig, first one for quite a while. I'm watching it closely. There it goes, there it goes. Come on, and got him. On the paternoster. Doesn't feel overly big. Have I got a redfin this time? Is it wrapped around something? It seems to be coming in just a straight line. That's normally an indication that I'm wrapped around an old fork-shaped stick or something. It was too, I just felt it break free. There it goes, it's just started swimming over there like a trout. Oh, I don't go into the tree. It's definitely a trout. The Lord's prayer rig has struck with possibly the second biggest trout of the day. Alright. Where's he hooked? I could eat him as well if I needed to. Don't really want to keep 2 though. How deep is it hooked? Just there. Oh, there's a bit of blood. Oh, it's not real big. I'm going to take 2 for a feed, folks. It's big enough. It's big enough to get a bit of meat off, and it's hooked a bit deep. Won't hurt. I'll take 2 for a feed. I don't do that very often. I've got the hook out. I don't know whether it's going to swim away all right or not. No, look. No, I'll take 2. I'll take 2 for a feed. That's not the tiniest fish ever, so it's going in the esky with the other one. Right, 2 fish in the esky. Paternoster rig back out into the deep water. I've got to tell you, I really needed this. You know, in July, I hurt my back really bad, and I couldn't do a lot for a couple of weeks there. Then I slowly started. I went out and I filmed a crayfishing video, and I slowly started getting back into it. I went to Lake Buffalo and had a few fishing trips, and my back started getting better, and I was able to get out and start fishing again. And then I've had a run of fishing trips on the river where I've caught 1 fish. I caught 1 redfin at Lake Buffalo, 1 redfin at Lake Hume, 1 yellow belly in the Ovens River, and 1 cod in the Ovens River. And then last week, Holly and I, we decided to go on a big adventure for the day. We put 2 yabby nets in a dam. I know it's the wrong time of year, but sometimes I catch yabbies this time of year. We put 2 yabby nets in a dam that I usually do well in on the outskirts of Wang. Then we headed down to Broken Creek. We fished Tungamah Weir in Tungamah. Then we fished the Broken Creek down the other side of Catamatite. It was really, really low. And we didn't catch any yabbies, didn't get any bites. I was just due for a successful fishing trip, and today's been it. This is just what the doctor ordered. And isn't that just spectacular? Look at that. Wow. Now, for anybody wondering how I'm going to cook these trout, I'll tell you now. This isn't a catch and cook video, so I'll have to show you. A fish just jumped out there now while I'm talking. First one I've seen jump all afternoon. Huh. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go home and I'm going to cook these trout my favourite way. I'm going to get a frying pan, put it on about medium heat, melt some butter, and I'm just going to remove the heads and then fry them in the frying pan on medium heat, just turning them a couple of times as I go. And when I think they're cooked all the way through, I'll crank the heat up full bore and just sear the skin so the skin's nice and crunchy. then I'll eat them whole. I'll eat the skin, I'll eat all the meat. The meat, with trout, the meat just pulls off the bone so easily once they're cooked properly. And that's my favourite way to cook trout. I love smoking them. Smoked trout is every bit as nice, but it's a lot more stuffing around. When I get home tonight, it's going to be dark, cold, and it's going to be tea time. I don't want to have to go out to the shed, get my smoker box out, look for some sawdust and metho and all that sort of stuff. So I'm just going to throw them in the frying pan, the most plainest, simplest, and probably the nicest way, and just fry them in some butter, and they will be amazing. Here's a touch, here we go. There's time for one more fish yet. Oh, that wasn't, he's still there, he's still there. Come on, take it. Just thinking, am I going to get one more, or am I going to run out of light? Here he goes, he's picked it up, Oh, I missed him. Oh, no way. I'm getting a bite again, look. He's taken it this time, and should have struck. I should have struck. Oh, that was, here we go, he's still there. Missed him again. How am I missing that? Oh, it's all happening. I cast it out and put it back in, and I thought I'll do the same with this rod. I'll cast it out and just throw it back out. Cast it out and check the bait. Before I even done that, that fish had returned and started biting this other rod again. I'm going to get one more fish here tonight. I can just feel it. I can feel it in my blood. I could hear a lyrebird over there earlier. Now I can hear one over this side. I have had an awesome afternoon. I've caught more fish than I thought I would. I'm going home with a feed of trout. I'm just on top of the world at the moment. Thank you all very much for watching.